Chapter 282. Indian Arranged Marriage, Part 6. After hiring legal counsel and several appearances in court, Pooja Patel, previously known as Aphrodite Krishna Khan, Amrita Khan, and Ifat Khan, received an official letter from the court informing her that her marriage to Rahul Patel was declared null and void based on the grounds of coercion and extortion, and therefore she was no longer legally bound in marriage to her former Hindu husband. The FBI secured the release of Pooja's child from the Christian orphanage in New Delhi with the aid of government services and Indian police officials. The child was then flown back to her parents in the USA. Shortly after being reunited with their daughter, Pooja and Jimmy remarried. The lovers found it socially unacceptable to bring their daughter up as an unmarried couple. Once again, the lovers said their marriage vows to each other. This time they did not do it hiding behind an imam from a mosque, but they were married in a civil ceremony. Father, mother, and child traveled to Hawaii and enjoyed a couple of weeks in that paradise on earth. The lovers enjoyed their second marriage and second honeymoon 100 times more than they did their first. The presence of their lovely daughter only added to their joy and happiness. After returning from Hawaii, the newly wedded couple continued to live in Pooja's luxurious house. Their return, however, was not trouble-free, as Pooja's mother once again challenged the lawfulness of her daughter's second marriage to the Muslim man who brainwashed her child. While in jail awaiting trial, Rani Krishna informed her lawyer that Mr. Khan was the stepfather of her adopted daughter and hence, according to American law, he could not marry his stepdaughter. Rani accused her daughter and Mr. Khan of practicing incest. The police did not issue an immediate separation warrant to the newly wedded couple on the grounds of an incestuous relationship. They decided to first ascertain the relationship between the spouses. The first place the police started their inquiries was the address of Rehana Khan. The police visit revealed Rehana had left America and returned with her children to India. They then went to the residence of the two suspects, Jamal Khan and Pooja Khan. Jamal and Pooja strongly denied any affinity at the time of their first marriage. Pooja informed the police that her biological mother was living in Mumbai and had never been to America. Jamal told the police that his ex-wife and he had 2 sons together. He admitted that his ex-wife had a son from a former relationship before he married her. He said further the boy's name was Irfan Khan, which he adopted according to American custom. Moreover, he remembered that his ex-wife had a 7-year-old daughter who travelled with her from India to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia many years ago. Jamal failed to recall the name of his ex-wife's daughter. On her return to Mumbai, his ex-wife told him that she had lost her daughter in a car accident while they were living in Jeddah city. In the absence of Rehana Khan, the police could not carry out a standard DNA test to verify Rani's claim. As usual, the investigation of the 2 suspects revealed that both had criminal records. Jamal Khan's history did not reveal much except that he was convicted of bigamy. He was incarcerated and fined $10,000 for his debt to society. The criminal record of Pooja Khan revealed a lot to the police. It appeared that she was convicted by a Mumbai court for perjury and lying to the court in a criminal assassination of character case against a high-profile movie producer in the Bollywood film industry. She was jailed for almost a year before the charges were overturned in her favour. After her release, she won the Miss India contest. Subsequently, she participated in a beauty pageant contest held in London and won the title of Miss World. When she arrived in America 3 years ago, she was accused by her cousin's girlfriend to be a Muslim terrorist and held in custody for 1.5 months, but was cleared of all charges when the FBI could not confirm the allegations. Through information supplied by Rani Krishna, the police learned that Pooja Khan came to be her adopted daughter. Rani could not supply any substantial evidence to prove that the biological mother of Pooja was the woman that Jamal Khan was married to for more than 11 years. Somewhere along the line, Pooja Khan's criminal record found its way to the media. One of the most popular newspapers printed an article headlined, "Former Miss World in Incestuous Relationship with Stepfather." The attention-grabbing headline had a very long and detailed expose following it. It covered her history, which had previously not been disclosed by the FBI. It mentioned that the former Miss World India had made a statement, which angered and stirred the religious sentiments of millions of Muslims all over the world. She said in her final interview at the Miss World pageant in London, "The Prophet Muhammad is my foot," and also said, she is more than willing to spit on the Holy Quran. The newspaper was decried by many for disclosing confidential and sensitive matters concerning Miss World, unnecessarily exposing her to the threat of subversives. They pointed out the second runner-up had to step in to fulfill her obligations as Miss World due to threats against her life. In the meantime, the court looked into the charges against Rani Krishna and Rahul Patel. The jury found both of them guilty of the charges against them. Accordingly, the judge sentenced Rani Krishna to 25 years in prison and Rahul Patel to 30 years on all counts. Being they held no previous convictions against them, the sentence was reduced to 5 years and 7 years respectively. The court then decreed the $3 million Rani Krishna took from the account of her adopted daughter as dowry and transferred into the account of Rahul Patel for the so-called arranged marriage to be an act of robbery and a felony. Hence, the court issued an order for the bank to transfer the monies back to Mrs. Pooja Khan's account. The court also considered the fact that Pooja Khan was impregnated by her illegal spouse, Rahul Patel, and as such constituted rape of an unwilling participant. The court adjudged that she had every right to choose to abort the baby or keep it. Pooja wanted to keep the baby, but her new husband convinced her to get rid of the baby and cut all ties with her ex-husband. Pooja chose to abort the baby before her first trimester ended. Neither Jamal Khan nor his wife bothered to find out whether abortion is murder or not. If they had, they would have known that abortion is not only murder but incurs upon the family the curse of God. Also, the court dropped the charges of incest against Pooja Khan and Jamal Khan. The police found out that Rehana Khan had divorced her husband before she returned to India. The court concluded that whether Rehana Khan was the biological mother of Pooja Khan or not, the charges stood null and void on the ground that she had divorced her husband before she left America. The divorce disconnected any kinship between Jamal and Pooja, if at all any such relationship did exist. After the trial, Pooja and Jimmy felt free to live and enjoy their life forever. Those who plotted their separation received just punishment under American law. Everything seemed to be working out in their favor. They had the loveliest daughter in the world. They had millions of dollars in the bank. They had a very beautiful house. They had a brand new car. They had everything young families would want and need. Every entertainment they desired had been purchased and installed in their home. More importantly, they were now free to truly love, openly and without shame. From the depths of oppression and abuse, they were now among the happiest people on earth. They kept their daily lives simple, enjoying each other in a never-ending serial holiday. Pooja forbade her lover from doing any work. She just wanted him to be beside her, giving her the love she had been denied from her childhood. Spending so many years of her life providing for the abject cruel pleasure of others, her time with Jimmy was a therapy of sorts, closure if you will. Her simple pleasures were heightened when she recalled her time with her captors Sheikh Ahmed, Mahmood Khan, Rahul Patel, and the abuses she suffered in the filthy Indian jail cells in Mumbai and Pune. Whatever it was destiny desired, she was always subject to abuse, and wherever fate followed, she was used and misused. Her existence had been filled with heartaches, and anguish not knowing the way out. Her long journey in life was filled with abuse and a shattered childhood. Her personality had been stripped of life from the tender age of 7 when she started living in terror and captivity under control of others. Now she was free to live and love. Pooja's lovely daughter, Rehana, was exceedingly cute and sweet. She allowed Pooja to understand the concept of unconditional love. A simple child now filled her life with an indescribable joy of being alive. Pooja nervously admitted to her husband that she loved him, but confessed that she loved their daughter more. Her husband told her that the love of a mother for her child could not be compared to any other love in the world. Therefore, the lovers decided to have more children in the near future. In that idealistic and paradise-like life, Pooja felt she was lacking nothing and she needed nothing to make her happiness more complete. She just wanted her daughter and her husband beside her always.